Hi guys, this is Cyclope back with another episode of Legionwood, and in the last one we got through this Tempest area, and, well, that was the end of the session for me, so I went and tried to save, and there was a cutscene. Also, I think I probably skipped the Orb of the Winter area, as many of you probably noticed. So, I think this cutscene, the reason I know this is because when I tried to go through it and play through it again, I got the orb that time, and then it played the cutscene. So I'm guessing that the cutscene is triggered after 2 orbs. I didn't want to fight you. I literally just started up so that we could go past you guys. So yeah, I've had to replay through this area a couple of times. It wasn't as bad the second few times because I actually cleared out some stuff. I thoroughly examined the Winter Temple, didn't find any sign of there being anything else there, but I might actually go and check a little bit. Because there is one section that still has a door over it, which concerns me. It makes me think I did miss something there. But that means that this is the perfect chance to do it. And they're all still alive. Oh boy. Well, one of them's gone. The other 2 should die pretty quickly because we've only missed a few times. Oh boy. There we go. This is going to be a short session for me, by the way, so if I say that there's another new session... Okay, here we go. Your Majesty, please excuse my arrogance, but I have divined the future many times, and what you speak of cannot happen. I basically shut the game off here, so I don't know what this scene is about. I have seen it within the Purity Crystal. A great demon army descending upon us, the final days of Dynasland. The Purity Crystal was handed down to us from the gods themselves. Such a vision cannot be false. Like it or not, we are doomed. Let us assume that this is true then. That the crystal, for what it is worth, is not simply showing you dreams and nightmares. If it is true, what can be done? Is there some way to prevent this from coming to pass? You can't expect us to just wait calmly to die. There's still something we can do, Malnorn. Malnorn? Is that Gaia's name in his past life? Because he is reincarnated. So is this incarnation, the one with the blue hair, is that guy's name Malnorn? Dynasland itself will fall, that much I know cannot be prevented, but its legacy will live. The Purity Crystal will show me the future 1,000 years hence. In that time, the gods will return to Legionwood, and our duty as keepers of the crystal will be fulfilled. But Your Majesty, 1,000 years? If we are to fall, how can we possibly hope to keep the crystal safe for that long? I don't think Malnorn knows he's Gaia yet. Not at this point. You're right. You and I will be long gone before then. But all we need to keep the Purity Crystal sealed is for the bloodline of Dynasland to still be alive. You've been studying the power of the Purity Crystal, right? How can we harness it to manipulate time? Yes, Your Majesty. Xanthus was thrown forward in time! 1,000 years for this moment to happen. Okay, now it makes sense. It's much the same as how we use the crystal for our teleportation devices. In theory, time travel is not much different, but is infinitely more difficult to achieve. There's no way it could be used to save us, if that's what you're asking. We barely refined the process enough to send one person through time, let alone an entire kingdom. Here's the thing. Traveling back in time is a very complicated subject. It involves all sorts of time paradox and all other nasty stuff that comes with it. You could end up causing a butterfly effect and screwing over the future altogether unless you create an alternate timeline, in which case you've saved no one anyway. However, sending someone forward in time, in theory, at least from what I understand, would be a lot simpler, which is what they're doing here. Never mind that, the kingdom, Malnorn. All we need is one person, the heir of Dynasland, to still be alive when the time comes. Do you think you'll be able to do it? When we are attacked, to sacrifice yourself so that my son will live. If we can only send one person, can it be him? It will take some time to prepare, but I think it is possible. I will go and speak to my associates at once. If everything you have said is true, then we have some important work ahead of us. Let us hope it isn't all for nothing. I'm guessing that Melnorn survived the fall of Dynasland. Unless, of course, another one of his reincarnations is exactly identical, which might be a storytelling way of saying, oh, hey, this guy happens to be one of the incarnations of Gaia. I mean, I don't really agree with that, but I guess if they have no other way to say, oh, this is an incarnation of Gaia, then I guess that could work. So yeah, I'm gonna explore this area a bit more because I really, really feel like I missed something. I definitely feel like I missed something. I don't know what. Okay, so this is a bug I've discovered in the past, but I'm not sure why it's popping up here. Apparently, you can assign 5 characters to your party. I've been avoiding doing it because I didn't know what extent the bug would do to my game. This time it's not my fault. I don't know what it is. Basically, one of the downsides to this is you cannot summon while you have another party member. I've tested it. But I guess I can stick with this for now. See what happens. Oh, another downside is I can't see Liara's health at all. Hopefully that's not a problem. But she could die on me without me knowing at all what her health is. It's not... And I don't know what her mana is at either. So, that's a problem as well. Wait a minute, why did they... Okay, so no, I had Ark, Xanthus, and Liara in my party. Why did they throw Alexis in? Okay, I'm confused. Now, let me just clarify first by saying this is a... Like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is an old version of the game. I'm not at the point where I can just go back and play through it all over again with the newer version. I can't do that. I don't have the time. Just doing this much is already takes up a lot more of my time than I'd like to admit. I have a job that takes up a lot of my time, and as much as I'd love to go back and just do everything over again, and oh boy, would I love to do that, I can't. I literally don't have the time. That would require me to start up a new series. Oh, there's a button here. I did miss a switch. Well, what does that lead to then? Okay, I'm definitely concerned that I missed something now. But yeah, I definitely don't have the time to continue a new game. But yeah, I'm bringing up the fact that this is an old version of the game because this bug where I have a team of... why am I having Alexis use the Yelanes? She doesn't need to be doing that. Her basic attacks can do a ton of damage to begin with. She doesn't need to be doing that. Also, did she just take no damage from ice, or is that Xanthus? I can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell. So yeah, this 5-man team bug could be the result of just this being an old version of the game. It might have been fixed in a recent version. I don't know. I can't find out, unfortunately. I'm gonna do my best to get through this game, though, as is. So I'm gonna try and give this game a little bit more leeway when it comes to that stuff, because a lot of these issues have probably been fixed. So, yeah. So is this the door that was unlocked? No. There's another door that's been unlocked. I did not finish this room at all. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I got all this stuff before. Because like I said before, this is a... I had to go through this area several times. Okay, yeah, I think they're just hitting Xanthus. I don't think Alexis is immune. I mean, that makes a lot more sense for them to be attacking Xanthus. I'll tell you one thing, it is certainly useful to have another person on the team. It is a little unfortunate that I can't see their health or anything. I mean, technically, the game could have done it because it looks like there's enough space on the bottom bar. Like, not as it is, but if you expand that red border, you could oh, wait, no. No. That combat bar just popped up and immediately disproved that. Never mind. Yeah. I mean, I think, and like I said, I'm not criticizing it because I'm gonna give it more leeway because this is an old version that might have been fixed later. I think they could have done the character swapping, at least in this version, a little better. Because it is a very faulty system in a lot of regards. It has a lot of flaws that should really be looked at if they haven't already, which once again, I'm gonna say they probably have been. I can't really complain because I have an old version and that can mean one of many different things. So what did that unlock? What? Did it really unlock nothing? What's the point of that other room then? I'm confused. I am confused. And of course, while I'm trying to figure this out, I have to go up against all these guys again. The experience is great, it's just I kind of wish I was killing them a little quicker. Good thing to have a person immune to ice and stuff, though. Yeah, so here's what, if you're... I just want to sort of explain what I think a game should do if it's going to have more than 4 characters in the party. Because 4-character party is a very common thing in RPGs. Obviously, it's a staple. You have 4 people battling, you can have a variety of characters in your team other than those 4 people, but usually the 4 people are the ones who are battling. What I would suggest, and I may have mentioned this before, is instead have go into the character menu and just like gray out some of the characters in, or, God, I want to get to the menu now so I can show you what I mean. I don't know if Liara is gaining experience. So, okay, so see how it even scrolls down and shows Liara. So you could have these 4 with this like red background, perfectly fine, and then gray out Liara, and then a bunch of people below her, and then integrate an option into this little menu here that lets you, or like character, you could just say character, do you want to look at their stats, or spend AP, or do you want to switch them? You could integrate it into there. Now I don't know the extent of what you would need to do with coding, and this is the first game in the series, so I imagine that the person who made it, like, I don't know if they made any games before this, so that could have been difficult for them. But I feel like that would have been better than what was used here, because it's, especially when I get into that menu and I find out I can't, if I screw up and exit the menu at the wrong time, I can actually end up with a blank screen where I'm still moving around the map, but I can't see anything. And like I said, they may have finished that, they may have fixed that, but that's what I would try to aim for if I was making a game with more than 4 characters in the party. But that's what I would aim for. Because that would be a lot more user-friendly. And that way you also wouldn't have to go back into the items menu every time. I don't know. I'm just saying moot points right now. Cause I don't know. This game is actually probably pretty old in terms of RPG Maker games. Cause it's a series now. It's got a series behind it, so chances are some of these things have already been addressed in later iterations, or sequels, or prequels, or whatever comes next. I know that there's one other game called Heroes of Legionwood, which is actually the reason why I'm playing this game. So because I got Heroes of Legionwood, but I don't like playing things out of order, if I can avoid it. You know, you never know when things are gonna... Okay, so like... Okay, so what is this room for? Because the switch is already pressed. I don't understand. And of course we're fighting these guys again. God, they just will not let up. Wait, no, Alexis just strike. Because at least Alexis can pretty much guarantee one of them dies. She does enough damage. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I don't even know if I've equipped everyone with the armors and accessories I've gotten in this dungeon yet. Probably not, to be perfectly honest. Did I have her do a Yelane? That was a waste of her potential. Yep, it was. I mean, so far, this seems to be working out alright. With the 5-man group. Liara is leveling up! Did I do it right this time? Oh god, I go in there and I don't even get the thing I went in there for. There we go. That's the last one. Am I gonna get another cutscene? No. But I can go through here now, I think. Yep. Prince Elaine, you're still alive? Damn it. I wasn't able to defeat the enemy, Malnorn. The purity crystal is lost! No, it's still not too late. Thank the gods of Legionwood I got to you before. There's no use, Elaine. We were outmatched and... I'm confused. There's no use, Elaine? Okay, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm betting he's saying Melnor. We were outmatched in every way. Even with your magic, we wouldn't stand a chance. Looks like the king was right. There's only one way to protect the purity crystal now. Nilade, I have to send you. It's the only choice. Send me? What do you mean? It was your father's dying wish, Alade. The crystal will be necessary eons from now. You need to be there to unseal it. I don't understand. I have a duty to this kingdom. I have to fight until my last breath. I'm sorry I have to do this, Alade. You'll remember everything when the time comes, Alade. Just stay alive until then. Don't let Dynasty Land have died in vain. So was it the followers who attacked? Because maybe they were trying to get the crystal? What? Is that the king? I should have expected you were the one who put Malnorn up to all of this, Father.
Father? In those visions we were shown were actually views at this?
That was another life, my lady. It ended the moment Malnord sent me through time. I was kind of hoping that So, Elaine, the day has come at last. How long has it been since Dynasland's fall? 1,000 years, Father, just like you said. We now call that period the Great War. Indeed. So it all came to pass exactly as the purity crystal prophesied, as I ultimately knew it would. That is why I had Melmoth bind my spirit to this place, waiting for the time you would return to inherit the destiny of the legacy of Dynasland. Okay, his spirit is here. The purity crystal showed me this meaning, you see. It showed me how you would fight alongside the gods themselves to save Legionwood and fulfill your destiny by avenging the destruction of your homeland. Are you ready to fulfill your duty, Elaine? Okay, so I just want to do a roll check here. We've got Lan, who is Gaia reincarnated. We have Ark, who is a god who lost his memory. Specifically, Ark the god. That should be... that's... you get that. Then we have Thera, who is... Terra revived, who is Gaia's lover. Then we have Xanthus, who turns out to be the Prince of Dynasland, sent from a past time. Then we have Liara and Alexis, who seem to be, at the moment, here as a matter of circumstance. I mean, Alexis does have connections to the past because her father was Grom, or Garm, or whatever it was, the pirate king, or whatever. The pirate who was a huge threat. Liara, however, is just here as a matter of circumstance. Usually in RPGs, every character is here for a reason, more than just, oh, hey, it's circumstance. Like, there are some times, like, Liara is Lan's sister. Maybe that's the reason she's here. But I'm wondering if there's more to Liara, and possibly even Alexis. Because every other character has had some deep ties to this great conflict that spanned throughout the ages. And... Liara doesn't have any contact with that other than being Lan's sister, and Alexis is pretty much only here because she was Ark's apprentice, and even then she was only Ark's apprentice because she was Garm's daughter. I'm wondering if there's more to that, like some reincarnation stuff, because it's getting to the point where almost every character has had some sort of reincarnation, time travel, something. I am no longer a late, Father. Dynasland is not mine to avenge. I tried my best to protect it, fought until I could fight no more. And I still failed. In the end, I simply gave up. Although Malknown's spells caused me to forget, the sting of failure remained. I'm not here as Dynasland's heir, Father. I threw aside that title long ago. I'm here as Xanthus, Knight of Hawkshire, and my duty now is to my queen and the people of Legionwood. I will make peace with my past by fighting for a new cause. Very well, Xanthus. It is true that one must not dwell on the past. It is also important to safeguard the future. I would gladly accept that as a worthy legacy. So then, are you ready to prove yourself on good ties with your past? I can sense great power within you and your companions, but if you don't have the courage to defeat me, then you will never be able to focus on the future. Aside from you, Xanthus, I'm the last remnant of what was once Dynasland. The purity crystal cannot be taken from this place while I still exist, even in this spectral form. In Dynasland, it was considered tradition for sons to best their fathers in battle before they could ascend to the throne. We were a proud warrior race, and there's no better end than to die in combat. An honorable fighter has nothing to fear in death.
Well, of course we have to fight him. I bet nobody saw that coming, right?
It's an RPG. We have to fight him. If that's what we have to do, then we will fight. We will honor your last wish, Father. I waited a long time for this battle, Xanthus. It is your duty to kill me and take the purity crystal. Let's make it a good one. Show me your power and cut yourself free from the past. Give it everything you have.
And we will do this in the next episode! The Dynast King, huh? Alright, I will see you guys. Bye!